Come into Monday morning market with oil having sold off overnight, and well, it was selling off Friday, but it's continued to sell off actually back to 79.17, got down to 78.27. Futures also, we came in short again today. We were short the ES contract from about the 14.99 level Friday after taking about 17 points out of it on Friday. We were short Thursday, covered Thursday at the 1480 or excuse me 1493 level. We reshorted it. We covered it in this area here on Friday. We reshorted at 14.99, covered at 14.93, reshorted at 14.99, covered at 14.93, and then reshorted at 14.99 into the close. And we stayed short the ES contract and just covered it this morning. I covered it here at 14.90 on this bounce in here after it had settled on a bottom short term. And again, we're back in that range, 1486 to 1503. So we continue to have lower highs, and I'm going to continue to sell this. If we get up to 1500 again today, I will be short into the Fed. If we don't, I'm not going to be doing anything into the Fed. But this market has been very stuck in a range here now. We've had a big rally. Everybody knows or thinks the Fed's going to cut rates. They've been saying that since January, though. So the prediction markets have said that Fed's going to be cutting rates since January of '06. We'll see if they actually do it this time. I'm inclined to think that they won't. Greenspan's funny. Greenspan's coming out and saying things like the housing bubble is going to be worse than anybody can imagine. Greenspan's an interesting guy. I mean, that interview last night with Leslie Stalls was the most. He actually looked human. He wasn't a robot. And hats off to Greenspan. Of course, he's out of the limelight now and doesn't need to do that job anymore. So now he'll speak the truth because he's selling a book. He's got $8 million advance on the line. So he'll say whatever he needs to do now to move a book. And I'm sure it's an exciting piece of nonfiction. Anyways, the Russell, I don't have a lot of. Greenspan was totally in it for. He was a political tool the whole time he was in the Fed, and I'll leave it at that. ES again down 8 today. Here at 1492, got down to 1486 as we talked about. The NQ is down 7, ER2 is down 2, YM is down 38 right now. Not a lot happening. Gold 723. Again, showing me inflationary signs, and I'm more inclined that we need to be raising rates still versus lowering rates. But I'm in the minority in that camp, which is usual there. The 10 years up 44.95, so the bonds are actually getting smashed and rates are rising up as I've mentioned that since last week. So there's a lot of again conflicting information for the Fed coming into the meeting tomorrow. I'm so tired of hearing this Fed talk. At least after tomorrow, we've got probably another 6 months until they do something again, unless it's a surprise cut on something drastic. But I think tomorrow we can hopefully put to bed the Fed for quite a while. The Kiwi dollar, I want to just point that out here because I've been wanting to take a look at the short that. It's not quite back to where we want it. Same with the Aussie dollar, trading at 83.90. It's been stuck in that range here. So give me a little bit bigger bump there, and I'll be a seller again. Actually, last night gave you a nice entry on that Aussie dollar there at 84.50, but I was not placing my orders. I was up a little bit higher at 85. VIX down 24.92. And the housing index was up Friday. We sold half into that ramp on the DJ USHB. We were long the ETF XHB. Here's the chart there. And we sold half our long position there as it is just a trade. And I have a feeling those are going to be down today with the British banks, the run on the Northern Rock Bank in Britain. And again, I wouldn't be surprised to see the same thing happen here in the States. So be careful if you've got your money in marginal banks like Countrywide. I still think those guys are in trouble long term, regardless of the bailouts that are pumping into their coffers right now. So that's it. We've got the Fed tomorrow. There's really going to be, it's going to get slower and slower as we get to that 2 o'clock Eastern witching hour tomorrow for the Fed. And let's see where they take them. And hope you have a great opening. And again, we have covered our ES short for a quick 9 points this morning. quick meaning we sold it yesterday at the close. We'll take 9 points here at 1490. Again, they did trade down to 1486, but we pulled off the majority of that move and have gone to the sidelines, gone to cash again. And here's that chart. Let's see if they can get them back up to 1500. We'll put them back out into the Fed.